Welcome to Supersizing Bliss, the podcast, where I, Toby Witte, read from my book Supersizing Bliss, How We Have Betrayed Our Homes and the Happiness We Seek. Here is the next chapter. Two planes. In 1951, the Farnsworth House was revealed in Plano, Illinois. A modern masterpiece, it took architect Ludwig Mies van der Rohe, director of Berlin's Bauhaus and head of the Department of Architecture at the Illinois Institute of Technology in Chicago, almost 7 years to bring to fruition. It broke with all conventions of the idea of residential living. Two simple white planes, thin white horizontal steel slabs, hovered over the often flooded grounds of a secluded 9-acre riverfront property. One plane constituted the floor, the other the roof. The rest was glass. Only a single room-sized core in the center of this space held a spot for privacy for the inhabitants' unseemly routines. A third, thin white horizontal surface jutted out from underneath to provide additional exterior space and the path to the home. This passage of entry ushered you through the most public moments, from nature to open, semi-open, and enclosed spaces, to ultimately finding rest in an interior lounging area. This home is said to be blistering hot in the summer and freezing cold in the winter. The slender steel structure has rusted and continued to be threatened by the ever-rising waters. Even though it was conceived to hover over the floods, it has been drowned many times. Mies is said to have had an affair with and was ultimately fired by the owner, Edith Farnsworth. The construction went over budget by 28%, and so, one can argue, on many scales the project was a complete failure. But as an architectural search for the essence of enclosed space, it remains arguably unparalleled. Mies has been credited with the dictum that less is more. This structure shows why. Those planes solely define the overall spaces. They created a place unburdened by anything superfluous. When sitting in one of his Barcelona chairs in the lounging area, one could appreciate how the exterior became the interior without interruption, a difference delineated only by the edge of the horizontal surfaces. Structurally, it should be mentioned, Mies achieved this by separating the walls' formal qualities from their structural ones. Slender exterior steel posts hold up the roof. The walls are left to vanish visually and to remain as glass solely for the purpose of climate control. Areas of lounging, cooking, eating, and sleeping rolled from one to the next. Yet they were well defined as they settled around the wood-clad core like pearls on a necklace. While the functions were clearly delineated, the spaces borrowed from each other. The overhead and floor surfaces provided enough definition to let you know you were there. They were enough to create a place, a moment for being. The materiality of steel, glass, and wood was refined and proposed to be equally suave, machined, and warm. This house was superbly simple and expressively rich. In texture, the play of light and shadows, the display of the changing seasons, and nature's daily mood swings. It was rich in the qualities with which the spaces were defined and with the intentionality that was not only given to each function, to each moment of occupation, but also to the craft and quality that went into the building of it. We are told Mies asked for the weld lines to be ground down before the painting of the steel. This one house reframed the discussion around and the potential for residential dwellings. It created an entirely new paradigm. It provided a radically new answer to what the structure of a home could be reduced to, and simultaneously to what magnitude of quality space could be elevated. If we are talking about providing goosebumps to your daily life, this home did just that. I'm your host, Toby Witte, author of Supersizing Bliss, How We Have Betrayed Our Homes and the Happiness We Seek. Please go to supersizingbliss.com to order a copy of my book and find more information. When I don't talk to you, I design sexy, modern, sustainable homes in North and South Carolina and adjacent areas. Subscribe, leave a comment, and click on the links in the show notes.